Hey everybody, it's Nene here from I'm Just Crafty. I know it has been a while since I've crafted and chatted with you all, but I am back, refreshed, and ready to get to crafting. Um, so much has happened. We've gone through the holidays, Halloween season, not the holiday season, and getting ready for a fantastic holiday. I just wanted to share this video into my group. So give me a second. I'm trying to find my own notification that let me know that I am live. What is new with you all? Oh, there we go. Maker Studio. It is Wednesday. No, today's Tuesday. Look at me. I'm ready for this week to already be over. It is definitely countdown. There we go. Got it here. Got it here. Okay. That is what I wanted to do. Did it share? I don't know. Share to a group. Share here and share here. Write a message. Let's craft. Let's craft, y'all. Okay, it says post it. I know, right? It seems like today is a Wednesday, and I have no idea why. I feel that way, but it's all good. It's Tuesday. Got a couple more days left of this week. And we're just going to make it happen because time already flies by too fast. How are you, Shanna? I've been watching you. I've been one of those like Facebook lurkers, seeing what's going on, but not really engaging. But yeah, so today I am going to be crafting a rainbow themed tumbler, glitter tumbler. I recently did my very first epoxy tumblers. I've been researching it and studying it for a long time. Had all the materials here in the studio for the longest. A friend of mine even donated a ton of her stuff. And it just kind of sat and I was like, oh, I have everything I need. And then finally I just like took the plunge and made a couple of tumblers and have been totally obsessed ever since. Not just with glitter, but I just started a Tumbler where I printed my own vinyl, printed my designs on printable vinyl, and I'm trying that out as well. So it's so exciting. Oh, you're going live tomorrow. You hit your 1,000 on TikTok. Congrats. That is definitely something that I got to focus on. Getting my TikTok. I met my goals on a Facebook platform, but I definitely got to get my TikTok going. So for this project, I just kind of have my rainbow glitter colors, and I think this is a 20 ounce. It says skinny, but there's a little taper to it. They always lie. And I'm thinking I'm just gonna do, so there's 6 colors in the basic rainbow. Let's see, pink and teal, but I don't want to do that. I'm gonna just keep it simple. And so this is about 8 inches. And so I'm gonna just do like every 1 inch is where is how much I'm going to mark off. So let me just put a little dot, a little mark at every 1 inch. And then I'm thinking what I'll do at the top and the bottom is just have it black. Then that'll get in my 6 colors. And then have a little black at the bottom. Yeah, I have had cup turners for a while. So they were just sitting there looking all cute. And then I was just like, oh, let me actually try this. Okay, so here's the thing. I have to figure out my design. Do I just want to go all the way around with the colors, or do I want to do something else? Of course, I want to be super complicated with it, but let me see. Okay, so this tape is probably, is it 1 inch? Well, it's a little bit bigger than 1 inch, so what I'm gonna do is start from the bottom. This is what I'm thinking. And try to get it straight because it definitely is tapered. And I'm gonna see how much of this craft I can actually get done before my kid calls me to pick him up from school. Okay, so the key is gonna be getting it straight. I don't know. I don't think I want to go all the way around with this. Now you can definitely tell that it has a little taper to it. So I've got to make sure that my lines are going to be straight. Not so much at the bottom, but definitely right here. Okay, let me just get that around. So what is new, everybody? Tell me something new. Okay, so there's one strip. And then what I'm going to do is just kind of use this to measure off where my next color is going to go. And then I will end up actually taking it off, but you'll see that. You'll see what I mean in a minute. It's okay if it's not super exact because I'm going to do some lining or some trim in between the colors. So just in case it's off a little bit, it won't be that big of a deal. Because again, with this tapered cup, it's making things just a little bit more difficile. Working on my Spanish, y'all. Okay. So I'm gonna turn this camera off just so I can conserve some bandwidth and y'all can see more of the space. Okay, so here, I want to get this lined up so that the next one is in the right spot. Okay, so we got that one there. A little more tape. So now what I'll be able to do is after I get this one, let me start right here. See, this is just a guide to show me where to place the next one. After I do this, This is painter's tape. Painter's tape for, I think, delicate areas is what I buy now. So it's not the blue one. It's like a lavender-ish color. And it has like a smooth finish over it. Yeah, I have been watching a gazillion Tumbler videos, like trying to get ideas. There are so many amazing things that you can do with tumblers. Um, I had no idea. I even saw someone use cardstock because when I went to Michael's, I was trying to look for patterned adhesive vinyl. Not a lot of options, but of course, there's always like beautiful cardstock. Okay, then I'm gonna take this one off and use it to space out the next color, the next area. Okay, what I'm doing is just getting my stripes lined up or spaced out. Let me just tear this extra. Well, I might do that. Okay. I already know this is not going to be long enough because it's barely long enough down there. So let's get another piece. Yeah, the cardstock, I was really shocked. But I guess with Mod Podge, you can do anything. So I'm just placing this down as a spacer. This is where my taper is kind of expanding. My tape is lining up with that. Hey, Afreya. I'm going to try Candle Tumbler. Oh. So I think this is one of my flawed sublimation tumblers. I have definitely been using my Oops tumblers for these because you just put your base coat down and voila. Okay, so this one is here. This is going to come up after I put the next one down. Yeah, the 3D tumblers are on a whole other level too. Like they are some beautiful pieces. Definitely works of art. Um, okay. So once I get this one down, I'm going to pull this one up. And then I feel like somebody's getting slighted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, this top one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sorry, babe. The top color is going to be a little lacking. Maybe I'll do that top one purple because purple is just not my favorite color. Sorry for all you purple lovers out there. Plus, my purple glitter is just not all that. So I'll have to really work on my glitter game. Okay. I think this tape is probably more like an inch and a half wide. I don't know. Or maybe I'll do red at the top and maybe I'll bling out the tumbler top. I don't know. I'll figure it out in a minute. So plaid. Think about the plaid pattern and imagine doing that on a tumbler. I saw some of those which came out beautiful. I'm going to try that. Um, there's just so much that you can do beyond just, putting glitter on it. Using washi tape, using nail art tape. I'm like, oh my gosh, stickers, just regular old stickers. Okay, and then I'm gonna pull this one up. Okay, so to prep this tumbler, again, it was one of my sublimation oops tumbler. So I sanded it down to get the sublimation coating off of it. The design was still there. And then I used a base coat to kind of like a gesso. I don't use spray paint. I'm not very good at spray paint. I make a mess, and my tumblers have all kinds of drips, so I'm just not very good at that. Okay, so I've got everything sectioned off. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with red here. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and then purple. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is, oh, I didn't, I don't know if I want to do the whole thing around, but I guess so. This is going to be the top. So what I have here is acrylic. Yeah, you definitely can use decals that you cut on your Cricut. Absolutely. But I mean, literally, I saw some tumblers where people just pulled the stickers off the sticker book and put them on their tumbler. So I may try that with this. So here I have some, this is Arteza brand acrylic paint. And I think these are like pearlized colors. I don't think it really matters. You just need something that the glitter is going to adhere to. And what I'm going to do is, it'll be faster if I have at least 3 brushes. And I don't have to wash my brushes in between colors. So there's another brush. See, I got brushes everywhere. So that's 3 brushes. And then a smaller one for the red that already has red in it. Perfect. And then I need 2 more. One. Get the whole row of brushes over here in my little space. All right. Got 6. Okay, so I don't even have to worry about changing out colors. Okay. So I got my red glitter. This is just the glitter by Spin It. It comes in the bag, and then I just put it in the container to make it easier. And then again, I'm using Arteza acrylic paint. Acrylic dries a little bit faster, and other paints, and it's just red. So I'm gonna just squeeze some on this top, my little palette, and I am going to. I don't need this right now. So I am going to just paint. Make sure it's down a little bit. Just get enough paint on there so that the glitter will stick. Yes, I definitely saw someone do some hand painting of their tumblers using little Posca markers, which I have a ton of. I'm just like, you could do all kinds of stuff. And I guess the key is that the epoxy will seal in whatever it is you're going to do. And you can use like Mod Podge or the clear, what do you call it? The clear spray paint to seal everything in before you go in with your epoxy. Hey, this isn't the best paint job, but I just really want my glitter to stick, and hopefully This is going to do the trick. Fabric tumblers are also a great way. You just use Mod Podge, and put your fabric on, and then just right then and there, you once it dries, you can coat it with the epoxy and be done. Or once you've got your epoxy, then you can go back and add glitter, decals, whatever. So I've got a ton of ideas. So if you guys have those oops tumblers, save them. Okay, so this is drying fast. Let me get my glitter. Okay, so I'm just gonna sprinkle glitter down. I've got a piece of cardstock right there to catch my excess so I can recycle it. And just make sure you get every area covered. Kind of tap it to get any loose ones off. Okay, and then I'm going to set this in my stand really quick and grab my leftovers. Come on, don't make a mess on me. Oh, you know what? I tried it this way yesterday. Let's see if it'll still work. Yeah, always. There's always, I think with any craft, like your mistake is your next project. Right, I got most of it in. Y'all know me. Keep it pushing. Okay, so the next color would be orange, but we're going to skip orange because it would go right here. It would go right here. So we're going to go here to yellow. Get another top. And I didn't like the yellow in the Arteza brand, so this is just regular, what is this? Apple Barrel Matte Yellow. Okay, and I think this brush had yellow in it last time. And just like I did before, I'm going to just get it on there. This is going to act as like a base coat to really help the glitter pop. And it's also acting as adhesive so the glitter will stick to it. So in terms of epoxy, I'm still learning. I'm trying out different brands. I did order a sampler pack from, what's this company called? Artistry Epoxy. And I ordered the sample pack because they have a fast set epoxy that is supposed to set in about 45 minutes, and then you are able to do your next coat. So I want to try that with the glitter. Okay, so I have two yellows. I have this, which is more of like a mustard, and I have this, which is more of a polyester. I think I'm gonna go, I don't know. Let's do a little of both. This is more of a fine glitter. Maybe I should do this one and then come back over it. Let's see. Kind of translucent. I'm gonna just tap, tap, tap. Let's see. Oh, okay, so it is a little bit different. This will just fill in, I guess, any empty spots on here. Just because yellow is so light, I guess I should have poured it back in. My fault. I've now created a new glitter color. I know the glitter police is going to get me. All right, tap that off. Okay, and then so after yellow would be green. So this one is going to be blue. Okay, I haven't heard of Sig Wong. Oh, God, goodness gracious. All right, so I got two things happening right now. Number one, my camera is moving down. And number two, I need to plug in my laptop. So I wonder if I unplug this. My battery's at 46% here. And then I'm going to plug this in here. All right, that's good. My camera is slowly sliding down. Oh, my my picture froze. Okay, hold on, guys. Hold on. Hold on. My technology. This is what happens when I am away. I'm away. My technology doesn't want to play. Add a source, camera. Oh, I know why I did that. Okay, so good. Y'all might have to look at me. Look at me. I know I have backups. I have backups for my backup. So while the GoPro is doing its thing, I'm gonna come over here to my iPad. And we're gonna log in with the iPad so you guys can see what I'm doing. Give me 1 second. It'll be a different view. It's so good. Log in to restream. Yeah, I didn't prepare um, my technology last night. And then charge everything up. It's all good. You learn. It's been a while. So I'm gonna get back into my groove. Come on. See, even my passwords aren't even in here. That's how long it's been. I've been away too long, you guys. But I'm back. Ah, let's see. Okay, so while that is coming on, logging in very slowly. excited. There we go. Yes, I'm going to allow access to my camera near the studio. All right. Oh, now we got to deal with the echo. Let me grab some headphones. Okay, back to crafting and chatting. All right. Okay. Yeah. Oh, it would be helpful if I add this to the broadcast. Okay. And then let's swap views. There we go. See, there's always another way to get it done. Okay. We were on blue, but before we do that, let me do something about this yellow glitter. I'm going to just pour the fine glitter in here. I know that's probably a no-no. So how is the studio going? It is going. It is going. Let me tell you. Never in a million years would I have thought. I mean, I should have known, but having a brick and mortar is just like having a second house. So our grand opening was in the summer, right? July 21st, which was the 1 year anniversary of when I started I'm Just Crafty. And in the summer, I live in the valley. So temperatures stayed in the triple digits the entire summer. And the air conditioning wasn't working. The studio's on the second floor of a building. And my windows point east. So when the sun rises, the heat is coming in to the classroom and it just stays there. And so we did a couple classes, but it just got so hot. People got sick. It was just a mess. And it literally took them 3 months to get the air conditioning fixed. So for 3 months, I had to like cancel all my classes and my workshops because I just could not have anybody in here because the heat was so bad. So finally, they fixed it, gave me my own dedicated heat and AC unit that's just for the studio and the office, the classroom and the office. And now things are beautiful. So we got off to a slow start, but now we are moving full speed ahead. We're getting ready for our holiday classes. It was a pain, I know because you have a brick and mortar too, but I never would have thought that I would have had to deal with that right then and there. And then on top of that, continue to, pay bills because I got a real business. Oh, yeah, I can't imagine being cold because it snows where you guys are, right? I can't be cold. Okay, so this next one is going to be blue, but I'm glad it's fixed and I'm just looking forward to just getting things going. So the website is great. We've got everything, all the information. We're still doing virtual stuff as well. The project kits are a fantastic way to get people involved with the studio who don't necessarily who aren't local, who can't come in. Like we can ship the kits to people and then they can participate in like our virtual workshops or just do follow along with like a pre-recorded video. So we got a lot of options, connecting, partnering with some of my local schools to do some stuff with their PTAs and some fundraisers, and also do craft parties. We've done a couple of like craft and sip events. So it's going. It is going, and I am enjoying the ride, enjoying the experience. And I have a meeting in 2 weeks um, with the local small business development agency that helps, because there's a couple of grants out there that I want to get some small business grants. So if you are a woman, a minority, small business owner, y'all get that money, because people are not applying for it and it's just sitting there. Okay, so we got our blue. It looks like the blue isn't even open. Ay, Dios mío. Okay. Let's see if this is going to work. Blue. Yeah, it's coming out. This is a really, really fine glitter. Pretty, pretty blue. Ooh, that's pretty. Okay, I'm going to just tap it to get some of it off. There's some spots. I don't know if that's going to help. Oh, it did. Like some little empty spots. I want to make sure we get those covered. Okay, we may have to go back in with a second coat on that blue. But now that we have our first three colors down, now I'm going to go ahead and start to remove my tape. And look at those clean lines that I'm probably about to jack up. Free painting, freestyling. Let me turn this camera off. Freestyling these other colors. Okay, this one is here. Up, that blue bled a little bit, but it's all right, because you're not going to see it. And let's get this one. All right, so far we've got our first three colors down. Let me move this out the way. Okay. No, so I'm gonna do the Mod. Well, I don't even think I'm gonna do Mod Podge. I think I'm going to spray it with. I either have the polycrylic spray, or I have the 2X gloss. So I'll spray one of those. Let me do the orange. I want to get all the glitter down. Sound like they're having some kind of game next door or across the street. My studio's across the street from one of our local high schools. Almost short a paintbrush. Okay, so orange. And this is gonna be interesting because I gotta get it on. I don't know. I order so much stuff from Amazon. I feel like that's probably where I got it from. I've also used the Mod Podge spray too. So I think just any kind of sealant to just get it so it doesn't move. When you put the epoxy on. I don't know, y'all. And by the way, this is like just one method of doing this. I've seen people use the glitter glue. They paint the areas first, then let it dry, and then come over it with like glitter glue or Mod Podge. I'm just trying to do a shortcut to see if this is going to work. So far for the other colors it did, but we will see. I'm worried about these edges up here. Is it going to stick? Like right where the colors overlap. But again, I'm going to do some, what do you call it? Like some stripes. Some edging or whatever. Okay. It's not the best paint job, but it'll work. And the thought process is anywhere there is paint is where the glue is going to stick. I'm sorry, where the glitter, not the glue. Okay, I've got this sweet carrot color from my Yesterday Creations. Orange is another glitter color that I don't have too much of. But anything pink, oh, I've got every shade. And I'm just kind of tapping it a little bit in areas where it looks like it's a little pokey. Okay, so there's my orange. It actually looks really pretty on the camera. Okay, so we got orange down. All right, after orange, it's gonna be green. And why am I, oh, okay. I was supposed to have the paintbrush short, but no. Green. This is a pretty like sea green. Okay. Yep, that is a pretty sea green. And my glitter, it's a glitter mix I created because I didn't really have a lot of green, but it has some silver flecks in it. Yeah, definitely a pearl green. These are Teza. I think all of these colors have a kind of pearlish tone to them, which is super cool. All right, so I got my basic down now. Trying a different strategy here. Let me get the... I know my expert glitter tumbler makers are probably cringing watching me do this. I'm just being super lazy about it. See what time is it? 5:55. Okay, I think his practice is over at 6:30. But my kid always ends up being the last one there because he waits to the last minute to call me. Then he wonders why he's the only one in the parking lot. Oh, yeah, for sure. The stick candies. All right. Trying to get where the blue leaked over a little bit. I think what I'm going to do with the blue, because I do want to do another coat, is go over it once with a little bit of Mod Podge or glitter glue, and then add a little bit more glitter. I don't know, we'll see. I'm going to let this totally dry overnight. And then I'll fool with it some more tomorrow. That's the only thing about tumblers is it's definitely like a 3-day process. No matter what kind of quick set, fast set, whatever you have. And this is a good test for me to figure out, like, do I like this method, or do I want to use glitter glue, or do I want to use, I think the last tumbler I did, I used epoxy and then added my glitter. But that was like well, I guess this is considered a full-on glitter tumbler too. That green came out pretty cool, you guys. Look at that. Yeah, this is going to be so cute in the classroom. All right. We got one more color to go. It's our green. And then purple, last but not least. Oh yeah, we had a big Halloween event too at the studio. It was a free event. I like to do a free event, if not every month, like every other month, to just really bring people out to the studio so they could see what it is. And so we did a craft or treat party. And that was a lot of fun. We just did a bunch of Halloween crafts. We have 4 different stations, and you just got to go at it. Okay, so this is going to be a little bit easier. Let me do the bottom. Let me do this part first, because this also needs to go over the base, I think, unless I want to do that a different color. Yes, you have to try your tumbler. I mean, you don't have to start off all super complex like I'm doing, but in a minute, I'll show you guys one of the first ones that I did, which I fell in love, and I still have two on the turner that have been sitting there for like 3 weeks, waiting for me to finish. I haven't decided what I want to do. One of them is done. I just needed to do another coat of epoxy. The other one is it needs the decal or whatever images I'm going to put on it. And then I have the one that's in there drying. I just sprayed it to seal it with the printable vinyl. It's a bunch of pinks. That's going to be ready for its first coat of epoxy. And then, I don't know, do I want to do this purple? No, I don't. I'm either going to keep it white or black on the bottom. So I'm going to just try to get a good edge. Okay. That looks pretty good. Going with our last color. Again, this purple is a mix because I did not really have any purple. And it's a chunky mix. So we're going to see if this is going to stick. I hope it does. Or at least maybe the finer pieces will stick. Yeah, it's pretty good. You just kind of tap in some of the chunky pieces that are sticking up. Okay, look at that. You guys, I am in love with it. Let's go this way. Yeah. That's going to be pretty. So what I'm going to do next, well, tomorrow, I'll come back and I'm going to do a coat of epoxy. Well, no. Once this dries, I'm going to let this dry probably, if my son gives me an hour, this should dry, and then I'm going to spray it with the sealant and then let that dry overnight. And then I'll be able to come in tomorrow and do a coat of, I'm going to do the fast set epoxy, which I think has like a 45-minute set time. That will then allow me to, once that sets, then I'll come in and add like my stripes here and any decals that I want. And then I'll add another coat of regular epoxy, let that cure for the full 6 hours, and then come back the next day and add another coat and see what else I want to do. So I can't wait to share this with y'all. I think here, once I do the fast set epoxy, I'm going to mix that. I'm going to add some glitter, I think. Or mix some glitter with that epoxy to put down here. I think I'm going to put a label on there too. So we'll see how that looks. So thank y'all for crafting and chatting with me. I will see you tomorrow to keep this project going. Y'all have a great evening.